Coach, another game 3 and another win for you.
Yeah, it's great. And and I was talking to Scooter and Joey before the game. They're kind of asking about game 3s, and I think just talking to the coaches. I always say that the demographic that has that makes the worst decisions in the world are boys between age 15 and 18, and they tend to push the panic button. And when you panic, you make bad decisions. And I think that the coaches do a pretty good job of keeping an even keel. Now, you see me bouncing around, but I bounce around on a Saturday against Forest County. There's nothing different. Nothing changes. And I think when nothing changes with the adults around them and the coaches around them, I don't think it changes with the kids. And they just don't push the panic button. I'm not saying we're always going to be successful with it, but it's never going to be because the situation was too big. And I think that's big, and it gets passed on from class to class, really. These guys are going to contribute to the guys that come after them. The guys that came before them contributed to these guys.
Neil, before the rain delay, and I'll say this, it looked like they were struggling a little bit, not everything going well. I thought Austin threw a lot of pitches from my vantage point, may have been strikes, weren't being called strikes. And then all of a sudden you go in there. Anything special y'all talked about?
Well, no, just about how important it was to keep a pitch count low, and that's what I'm glad you said that, Kerry, because we had some calls, and I'm not putting it on the umpires. I mean, that zone didn't change a lot, but then when we came back, we started to get that pitch that Sid gets, which is the hollow knee. And most guys will give it to you, some guys won't. George wasn't giving it to us early, but he started giving us to it after that rain delay. And Sid does a great job, or Austin, we call him Sid. Sid does a great job, and people always talk about the pitchers. And I know that everybody talks about Hayden Dunhurst, but they talk about his 400-foot home runs and his arm. The most important thing he does is he receives. And he got us those pitches, and he got Sid to the 7th inning, and that was big for us. And just limiting the pitch count, and it kept Hayden off the bump, those extra insurance runs.
Neil, some timely hitting tonight. Got a couple balls that bounced your way.
Yeah.
You and I have talked about so many times. You got to have that.
Yeah, you do. But let me tell you something. And I tell them all the time, hey, you need some good bounces. You never get good bounces on fly balls. So if you hit a ground ball, you give yourself an opportunity. And in the first 2 games, I don't know if this has ever happened in my career in any 2-game stretch. In the first 2 games, we had 0 ground outs to the second baseman and shortstop. So it wasn't a very good approach. I thought the approach was a lot better today. We worked the middle of the field, stayed in the middle of the field. And then when we were able to get a little bit lead, apply a little bit of pressure, we did. And then they pushed the panic button a little bit. And nothing against them. A lot of teams will do that. But they pushed the panic button a little bit and then got away from them. And it was really the 4th inning when we came back out.
You'll play West Jones team you're very familiar with the last couple of years.
Right, yeah. In fact, coming into this year, of the last 9 years, we played them 6 times in the playoffs. Those will be 7 times we've met with them in the playoffs in 10 years. We are familiar with them. We've had success up there, and we hope to continue. I don't know who we're going to throw Thursday. They're going to compete their tails off, whoever it is. The big thing with West Jones, it's an intimidating atmosphere for a lot of people. I don't think our kids will be like that. One, a lot of them have been there, but they're just so even keel, and we know that this game's played between the lines, and I really think that just all the experience playing against Hattiesburg over the past few years is kind of doing that too, because and nothing against Joe does a great job, and Hattiesburg's a great program, but that's a wild atmosphere at times, and just that experience. I think that experience helps us so much. It's huge this time of year.
Good luck, Neil.
All right, thank you.